How you doing this morning?
Not too bad.
I got a quick question for you. I'm in a fantasy league, 17th year in our league, straight running.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, we don't have a true playoff system. We have a 12-team league. We play out the top 3 spots, and we go to the end of the season.
Okay. Just points?
So, yeah, you got a question, wide receiver question. Right now I have Sidney Rice, Larry Fitzgerald in there. I had to deactivate Malcolm Floyd the other night. It has been one of my main receivers. I kind of just been juggling receivers in and out throughout the year to stay active. I've had a lot of injuries on my team throughout the season. Rice and Fitzgerald at this time of the year, I'm tied for second place. I'm a game out of first. Is not a good option, I don't think, going into this weekend. Don't got any maybe sleepers or just anybody out there? You think Colley's a better option than either one of those two at this point? I mean, I'm just kind of a little bit lost right now.
PPR?
Not a point, no, non-PPR, 20 yards per point as far as receiving and, of course, touchdowns.
I'm sure in a 12-team league, someone already has Kenny Brett.
No, Kenny Brett is actually out there.
Pick him up right now.
Don't say another word.
Tennessee plays Houston. Houston can't defense the pass. I could get out there and defense the pass, and I weigh like 6,000 pounds. So go ahead, get Kenny Brett and just smile all the way to first place, because I think Kenny Britt is destined for about a 13 to 16 point game, if not more. He's the one main guy out there receiver-wise that I think is worth a pickup. I mean, and ASAP.
Like right now, or?
Now, I have Chris Johnson. Does that factor into that at all, or no?
No, just that you should play him too.
Yes.
Yeah, well, throughout the beginning of the year, I wish I would have been doing that. There was like 5 weeks in a row there that I think both scored. And of course, then Johnson went on his down streak, and that kind of hurt me there for about 2 or 3 weeks. I've got Jonathan Stewart plugged in there right now, too, this week.
No, that's a good play, too.
I like the Stewart play. But, yeah, if you can get Britt, my heavens, I'd be the Christmas come early.
He's a better play than all 3 of those guys. So.
Yeah, I mean, Collins can throw the ball deep. That's one good thing he can do. Houston can't cover anything short or deep. This is great if you can pick him up. I hope you can get him and ride him to a win.
I wish I was in a league where Kenny Britt was just sitting there for me to take.
Yeah, he's been up and down on the roster. He's been added and dropped, with injuries and everything.
Right.
Now, would you go Brent and Fitzgerald then? And then just, I really don't like playing Rice at all in that
Do not start Sidney Rice. Fitzgerald, I think, is a better play. Neither one of them. I'm not crazy about either one of those guys, but I think Sidney Rice is due for a gigantic dud of a week, possible one-catch day.
And here's a problem again. We have a weather problem situation with a field that's going to be as hard as a rock.
Awful.
And that would keep me from playing Rice also. I know Fitzgerald is playing, but they're on the road to Carolina. Weather will be a non-factor there as far as I know. Yeah, I think I'd go Fitzgerald before I go Rice.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. I listen to you guys watch. The first time I called this year, I work at night, so there's a lot of mornings I'm just kind of waking up and hearing you guys will tell you.
Sure.
I hear you.
Dozing off and on all day.
Hey, let us know next Sunday. We're on Sunday instead of Saturday at the same time. I'd really like for you to call and let us know how you did.
Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm in a 3-way tie for second, but I've got tiebreakers over both the guys I'm tied with.
Nice.
I beat them both
boy.
and don't play it again. And there's a guy in front of me. I kind of made a mistake a few weeks ago. Should have picked up Chris Ivory in that game against the Bengals. I would have won that week.
Yeah.
So I made one mistake, but I've already had Philip Rivers go for me this week. I'm already at a 19-0 lead. So
Nice.
But anyway, I appreciate it, guys. You guys
All right, good luck to you.
Yeah, thanks for the call. Good luck. 529-1450 is the number, 529-1450. And it's good to hear people call in that have been listening all year. And then, it's crunch time, though. Like you said it right at the beginning, Eric. I mean, a lot of leagues are 1 week away from the Super Bowl right now. So, yeah, now's the time.
I think we may have scared a few people awake when he said Britt was available.
I think so.
I'm 90% sure
believe
you
it, though.
pooped your pants.
Wow.
That is not even without the
for 3 days I've been looking at who would be available, who would be nice in different positions, and at wide receiver it was Britt. And when he said Britt, I'm sorry, I just lost control.
Grody. Well, Eric agreed, so yeah. Well, go get Kenny Britt if you guys can. Go get him. 529-1450 is our phone number. We are continuing our studs, duds, and sleepers. Well, we only got through the running backs, correct?
Correct.
All right, E-Rock?
I drew wide receivers this week, and I put down 2 of each because
You put Kenny Britt down?
Kenny Britt's
I
my
hope.
sleeper.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
had one.
I did it again.
My stud, Roddy White at Seattle, and my other stud, Andre Johnson at Tennessee. Both these guys have great matchups and should both get into the end zone. Obviously, you're not going to be sitting them, but my duds, Sidney Rice, like I just said, I mean, he might not even score. He might not even score a fantasy point. Don't get him in your lineup, whatever you do. And Brandon Lloyd, who has been ice cold as of late at Oakland, is in for a tough day, especially if Tim Tebow gets the start. My sleepers, as I said, Kenny Britt versus Houston. Houston's the worst team against the pass. Kenny Britt's an excellent playmaker. And Pierre Garçon at home against Jacksonville, my other sleeper. Been pretty hot lately.
Where do you go, though, if you have Brandon Lloyd, you've been playing him week in, week out?
Consolation bracket?
Yeah, that's where I'm at already.
Yeah, that's where you go.
I'm already at.
If you've already at Brandon Lloyd, you're going to go to the consolation
I'm already at the
bracket.
consolation.
Let me throw out another person.
But I mean, do I play Collie over Lloyd?
Yeah.
Really?
If he's playing, yeah.
I'll tell you someone else who, if available, you might check. There's a couple guys. Lance Moore is still available, and you brought him up to me earlier, Eric. Lance Moore is available in leagues, and I'm telling you, Lance Moore has done pretty well this year. And if you're in PPR league, he's not as good, but he's always good for a score or two. And if you're a deep sleeper, and this is an Illinois homer in me, Aurelius Ben here over the last couple of weeks has shown that he's gotten the system now. And I tell you what, you watch out between him and Williams for the next few years. Look out. Ben, I think, is really catching on now and has looked great the last couple of weeks.
Well, and that's the other thing, though. Mike Williams hasn't been looking good. Ben's been getting the catches and the touchdowns, and so, thus my consolation bracket.
plus Tampa plays Detroit, and the Lions aren't too great. They've given up the 8th most fantasy points to wide receivers over the last 4 games, so
they like to give up a lot of points, and that's why Josh Freeman is my sleeper at quarterback this week. I've got